Chambers is back in the shotgun, taking the snap, running the football, finds a hole, gets close to the goal line, and he got in. Touchdown. Went off the left side of his offensive line, made a darting move. No Bulldog able to really get to him until he had hit the goal line. They couldn't keep him out. He scores from 8 yards out, and Hephzibah has a 6-0 lead. They run it right up the middle and take it into the end zone for a touchdown. That was Christopher Clark, 5'8", 180, and a senior, one of the running backs. And he had a hole running right down the right hash. And the Bulldogs are now down 13-0. 3rd and 8. All right, 3 receivers will move out to the wide side of the field for Hephzibah, which is off to the right toward the Rebel sideline. The ball's on the left hash. Chambers is running the 2, taking the snap, and he is rolling and throwing, and the ball is intercepted. The Dogs intercept the ball, and they take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Chandler Lynn with a big pick, and here he is running over toward the sideline, jumping up in the air. He has scored a defensive touchdown. Over comes Thomas Cloud, Neil Marion, Will Watts, celebrating the touchdown for Chandler Lynn. 1st and 10 for Hephzibah at about the 15. Chambers looks, and he wants to throw, but he's out of time, and the Bulldogs are going to not bring him down, so he throws it out of bounds. Great pressure over there, and let's see if we have intentional grounding as he just threw that ball toward the sideline, and we'll see. Have they called a safety? The officials are talking in the left corner of the end zone. Had his forward progress been stopped, had he been brought down, they have called a safety. So I don't know if the knee went down or they blew the whistle when he was in the end zone. The Bulldogs looked like they had wrapped him up for a potential sack, and they get 2. A safety. Bulldogs' first of the season. So the Bulldogs have now pulled to within 13-9. 3rd and 1 for the Dogs, so they could pick up the first down around the 6. We'll see what Trey Cloud does because he's under center. And he keeps the football, follows the offensive line. Chandler Lynn says touchdown. So is the official on the far side on the sideline. Trey Cloud following his people movers. Angel Brown, Chase Miller, Josh Jackson, the big seniors, created a hole and he scored a Dog touchdown. So now the Dogs on top for the first time with 7:36 to go. And Julian Marion Vital coming in to kick the extra point. 15-13 Dogs. And here is his 32nd PAT, and it's good. 32 for 32. Dogs on top 16-13. As we take a break with 7:36 to play 3rd quarter on Y101. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And back goes Chambers, running the football to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30. And he runs into a Dog, and that's Tyler Heath. Tyler was set, ready to go and tackle him, and he did. Out comes Chase Miller to play on the Bulldog defensive line. 2nd down and 9 for Hephzibah. Motion to the right of the formation. Quarterback runs it right up the middle, driving into the end zone and in for a touchdown. Oh, they go back to the Wildcat again with Mays. So that's the 2nd time he has scored on a Wildcat run. And Hephzibah jumping up in the air, celebrating a touchdown, and just that quickly, Quick Strike Rebels are back on top. 19-16. Kind of like that Fitzgerald game back in 2017 when the Dogs won here 34-31. That game in the second half went back and forth. With Keyshawn Morgan scoring a rushing touchdown and Kyle Reynolds catching a pass for a touchdown and DJ Matthews scoring the game winner very late. Arroyo to try the extra point, converting about 70% this year. He's missed one tonight. This one is low, and it is good. And it barely stayed inside that right upright. So Hephzibah scoring 6+1. And it's 20-16. Rebels back on top, 4:35 to go as we take a break in the third quarter on Y101. Trey Cloud with his hands ready, taking the snap, throwing it across the middle. Tyler Heath with a nice catch at the 46-yard line. Got two hands on the football and brought it in, and he was going up against double coverage there. He's very close to the first down marker. The official picks up the ball and places it back at the 47, which is going to be the wide side of the field. And Brandon Usher and DJ Mincey are in the backfield with Trey Cloud on the 2nd and 10 play from the Bulldog 47. It will be a handoff to Mincey coming near side to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, and boy, he takes a shot around the shoulder pads as he's driven out of bounds at the Hephzibah 38-yard line. And now they need a big play. 30 seconds to go, 8 on the play clock. The fans are yelling to let's go. 2 seconds, 1, they get the play off. Cloud is going to throw it left side. The ball's caught over there by Mincey. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down, running down the sideline, is bumped, and goes down at the 11. So that's going to make it 3rd down and 1 for the Dogs. So first they want to pick up the first down, and then they want to score points and go back on top for the second time in the ball game. Cloud back under center with an I formation behind him. Trey will keep it. He's moving his legs. The offensive line is driving. The Bulldogs are headed toward the end zone, and they have gotten in for 6. For the people movers, your center Angel Brown, Josh Jackson, and Chase Miller, the 2 guards, pushing those Rebels backwards. And Trey Cloud scores, and the Bulldogs are back on top. And the Bulldog fans who were yelling just a moment ago about getting the playoff are waving the jugs, yelling, and happy about the Dogs who are back on top. 22-20 Dogs. And Julian Marion Vital with Trey Cloud holding, boots the ball up into the air, and kicks it through. Bulldogs leading 23-20 with 11:24 to go in the fourth quarter as we break on Y101. And in this back and forth game, you want defensive stops. You want to be able to put your offense out on the field and extend a 3-point lead. And here's a sweep play to the right. And here comes your dog linebacker, Chandler Lynn. And he makes the tackle. And he had some help on that play from, I think, the Tank. Yeah, Tank coming over. Morris and Lynn team up on a linebacker tackle because Chandler is now a linebacker after starting off the season as a safety and then moving to corner. Says he can be more physical as a linebacker, and that's a TFL for both of them, and a loss of at least 5 to make it 2nd and 15. Good start. Chambers to throw, and the ball is intercepted by Tyler Heath at the 45. Tyler Heath stepped in front of the receiver and picked the pass on the Hephzibah side. The junior makes another big play. 5 on the ground, 2 in the air. Trey Cloud running on this second down play, breaking a tackle, and he goes down to the 41, and there he's bumped, and the ball may have come out, at least according to Hephzibah. Now they're pushing Trey all the way back to the 50. Who's got the football? Why don't the officials blow the whistle? And who's got it? Crazy play. Trey took the ball all the way down there, and then they pushed him all the way back across the flying T, back to the 46. Now where are they going to spot the ball? And Hephzibah was pointing like there was a fumble, but Trey came out of the pack with the ball, and hold on. There was a fumble. Well, how did Trey have it at the end? The Bulldogs have coughed it up after the pick. Backs back in the gun. Motion to the right of the formation. Quarterback keeps it, driving forward. That's going to be that Mays kid again out of the Wildcat, and Mays is going to push his way for a first down, and they're still scrumming. And the ball's picked up. The Bulldogs are running back the other way. It was Tyler Heath who came out of the pack with the ball as football is turned into rugby on 2 plays. And Hephzibah will pick up the first down with 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. And he's just standing there. No dog moved into the neutral zone. Clark running the football, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Yep. Big hole, easy run. 20 yards. Hephzibah back on top. 5:38 to play in the fourth quarter. Make it 26-23 Rebels. All right, 5:38 to go. Arroyo taking about a 12-yard run at the football to kick it off for the Hephzibah Rebels. And it is short. It is taken by Tyler Smith, running up the middle to the 40, to the 45, to the outside, across the midfield stripe, breaking a tackle, and 2 or 3 Hephzibah Rebels finally bring him down. Now one throws him down to the turf, and that'll be penalty flags. And here we go. Let's see if the Bulldogs can stay calm in this situation and just get that 15-yard penalty and not create any havoc, and I think they have. The coaches stepped in there. The referee, the white hat, did as well. They separated the teams quickly. Tyler would not go down, and the Rebel just slung him down after the play was over. And there's your 15-yard penalty. All right, white hat raises up his right hand, blows a whistle. It's time to play football for the Dogs. DJ Mincey to the left of Trey Cloud. 1st and 10 Dogs. DJ Mincey running the football, spinning, diving in. Touchdown Dogs! DJ Mincey traveling about 12 yards for a big 6. It took a lot of effort and a spin at the end to get in. Bulldogs back on top, 5:23 to go. Now make it 29-27. Julian Marion Vital to kick the extra point. Angel Brown snapping the ball to Cloud. It's perfect snap and a kick up in the air, and it is good. The Hephzibah touchdown to put the Dogs back on top, 30-27, in a game that reminds me so much of 2017 when the Dogs beat Fitzgerald. Here comes Julian Marion Vital as he pumped. Kicks it up high in the air and deep and into the end zone. The receiver caught it with his back foot in the red where it says Toombs in white in the south end zone. With 2 receivers to the wide side. Chambers slaps his hand, takes the ball, drops back under pressure. He's being chased. Gage Herndon with the big stop right there. Chased him down. Gage Herndon. Big play. Make it 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Remember that game earlier in the season when he became a dominant force? Tank Morris also in on the tackle. There may have been a fumble. Did the Bulldogs force a fumble and recover it? Yes, they have. How about that? Bulldogs also get the ball back. So the Bulldogs had the football after the fumble, after the hit by Gage Herndon. I guess it was Tank Morris that recovered it. And the Dogs are outside the red zone at the 22 with a chance to extend a 3-point lead at a crucial time of the ball game. Snap to Cloud. Cloud hands it off. Mincey running inside the 10. Mincey to the 5. Mincey hops into the end zone with a Bulldog touchdown. An amazing run. He would not be stopped. He was spinning, and at the end, hopped into the end zone for 6. And normally he's really stoic after scoring a touchdown. But after that one, he's pumped. It overcomes Richie Marsh to slap him on the back. And the Bulldogs have indeed extended their lead with Julian Marion Vital booting the ball through the uprights in the south end zone. And it is good. And with 4:29 to go in the ball game, the Bulldogs lead 37-27 as we take a break on Y101. Well, suddenly the Bulldogs have a 10-point lead. DJ Mincey with back-to-back touchdowns separated by less than a minute. Yeah, the Dogs reacted quite nicely after these Rebels from Hephzibah took a 27-23 lead. The Dogs scoring touchdowns at 5:23 and 4:29 to go in the game. Here's a Marion kick deep into the end zone, about 9 yards back, and it bounces through and hits the wall. And Chambers under pressure, steps up, and the Bulldogs will hit him at the 37, and now we got the scrum again. He's going to gain maybe a yard. Tank coming in there. Morris with the tackle, and other Dogs as well. And now it's 4th down and 2.5 with 3:20 to go in the game, and the Dogs leading 37-27. Here comes Miel Marion out on defense, replacing DJ Mincey at a linebacker position. 4th and 2. Chambers looking and throwing across the middle. Ball's caught for a first down across the midfield stripe and down to the Bulldog 46. Gaffney with the coverage there in the tackle, and catching that ball was Gandy, his first catch of the night. 2:47 to go. It's going to be a long 2:47. Chambers with too much time. Now he's running, and the Bulldogs hit him and bring him down. And making that tackle was Cameron Braddock, who's had a good night tonight. Hit the QB. Hephzibah taking a timeout. All right, 3rd down and 6. Here's a long heave across the center of the field. The ball is caught, and he goes in for a touchdown. The quick strike on the catch by Harris, who was open, had a step on the DB, caught the ball inside the 10, and scored the touchdown with 2:24 to go. And that's the kind of offense this Hephzibah team plays. Quick strike, they can hit you with the ball deep. They say the quarterback can throw it 70 in the air. At Bacon County, quarterback could do the same thing. Now the Bulldogs lead 37-33. So they yield points as Arroyo is getting ready to kick for his team. Here it is up in the air, and he has booted it through. So the Bulldogs still have the lead, but it's down to 3 at 37-34 as we take a break with 2:24 to play in the game on Y101. 3rd and a little more than 11 for the Bulldogs. So that changes things drastically as the ball's back at the Dog 40. And Cloud is under center with an I formation. And Cloud is keeping the football, and he's not going to go anywhere up the middle. So the clock is running with 39 seconds to go. Can Hephzibah stop it? Because they've taken a bunch of timeouts in this game. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they have not started the play clock, and it looks like this game is going to end on that little short run because Hephzibah cannot stop the clock, and the Bulldog fans are shaking their jugs as the clock is running down to 10 seconds to play in the game, and that's going to do it. The Bulldogs are going to survive a back-and-forth second half as the clock is down to 2, 1, and 0, and the Dogs win the game 37-34. And it went back and forth in this second half, and the Dogs come out on top, just like they did back in 2017 when they won 34-31. They win 37-34.